Good morning, Enid. It is Thursday, February 8th. Thank you for joining us on this rather cold Thursday morning, 23 degrees. However, there's good news. High today is going to be around 59 degrees. Grab a cup of coffee and join us for the next 30 minutes because we have news, weather, sports, and we have a fitness guru in the house because it's the first of the year. People are thinking about, I need to get back to exercising. We're going to be talking about fitness throughout the show today, so we're glad that you're with us. Good morning, Enid. It is time to rise and shine.
Good morning, Enid, and thank you again for joining us today. As Steve said a little bit earlier, it's kind of chilly today. 23 degrees out there, and winds are about 7 miles an hour coming out of the south-southwest side. There is good news, though. It's going to be about 59 degrees later today. Oh, maybe even up to 61, so it'll be pretty nice later in the day.
Pick a number.
Yeah, it's somewhere up there, so it'll be a pretty good day.
And if you're looking or expecting to have great plans this weekend and you want some good weather, here it is. I don't know about good weather, but that's the weather.
What's the definition of good weather, Sarah?
The definition of good weather for me would be like 80, 75, just perfect, sun shining. Yeah.
Maybe in a few months.
Yeah, so that's this weekend. As you can see, it'll be partly cloudy and a bit windy this weekend.
People need to be reminded you're that California girl, right? Well, we're certainly glad that you joined us again for show number 156. We're beginning our 4th year of Good Morning, Enid, and thank you for joining us, and continue to get comments from people throughout the community that continue to join us every Thursday morning, so thank you. Let's look at the statewide temps. As Aaron said, it's around 23, 25 degrees here this morning, but if you look across the state, over in the big city of Liberty this morning is a cold 22 degrees, and down at Tishomingo, it's 21 down in the southern part of Oklahoma. And then Cache, Oklahoma, down by Lawton, Geronimo, and those places is a cold 23 degrees. So you can see that here across the state, it's in the 20s. However, as Aaron said, we're going to be pushing near 60 degrees. So that's a 3-day weather forecast. Well, I guess school is still in session, right?
That's right.
So if there's school, there means there must be food close by.
Definitely. Looks like today we have pulled pork sandwiches, which are always pretty good. Some celery sticks and wow butter. That sounds like some pretty good butter, I guess.
I don't know about the pulled pork. Does pulled pork really sound good?
I mean, I like pulled pork.
Okay.
I don't know if everyone does what I do.
It's just the terminology.
There's also fresh carrots, pickle spears, bananas, and milk. So I think it's a pretty good day.
I think Friday's definitely better. Chicken taquitos, chili and cheese, refried beans, and broccoli. My little one loves broccoli, so he would love school today. And pineapple and milk.
Wow, he likes the healthy food then.
Yeah, he does.
So that's the school menu. All right. We've got that. We have chicken.
There we go.
Those do look pretty good.
Yes.
Not for breakfast, though.
No. Yeah, probably not for breakfast.
I'm thinking more waffles, sausage, things of this nature. Waffles.
You're making me hungry, Steve.
Waffles and pancakes is breakfast of champions. It's always been that way. It used to be Wheaties. I don't know if you remember the Wheaties commercial, Breakfast of Champions, but now it's pancakes and waffles. We'll talk to our fitness person and see where pancakes and waffles fit into that.
You might not like those
it's
so much.
7:34. Thank you for joining us on a very serious Thursday morning, as you can tell. Well, to find out the latest news and information overnight, there's only one guy we go to. It's Derek Silas, the bow tie guy, who thinks he knows everything, but he does. Here he is with the Oklahoma Minute.
Governor Mary Fallin gave her final State of the State address Monday with a challenge to the legislator to fix the state budget. And Oklahoma is finally in the top 10, but sadly, it's the worst state to grow old in. Sorry, Penn. Oklahoma is number 9, with number 1 being Mississippi. And in sports, the Thunder will go up against the Lakers tonight at 9:30 p.m. It will air on TNT and Fox Sports Oklahoma. Saturday, Enid High School will go up against Bishop McGuinness at 5 p.m. and 6:30. Here's a fun fact. Wiley Post settled in Maysville, Oklahoma in 1920, but in 1934, he, with technical assistance from B.F. Goodrich, invented the pressurized suit that would make high-altitude flights possible. Didn't know that, did you? And on this day in history, in 1910, the Boy Scouts of America was incorporated. Therefore, February 8th each year is National Boy Scouts Day. And in 1915, D.W. Griffith's landmark film, Birth of a Nation, premieres in Los Angeles. This silent film was America's first feature-length motion picture using countless filmmaking techniques still used today. And that's the Oklahoma Minute.
Thank you very much, Derek. You always learn so much from Derek, right?
Well, he's a walking encyclopedia,
Yes, he
I'm telling
is.
you.
Yes, he is. We just want to thank you for joining us this morning and remind you that if there is anything that you would like to share with us, any pictures, comments, or suggestions for the show, if you can please email them at gme@enid.org, and we'll be glad to review those and hopefully share them as well. Since we already covered the weather for this weekend, and we.
Oh, excuse me, there's a picture of Myron.
Oh, was
Is
there?
Myron a new calf?
Oh, I'm sorry,
What
I
is
didn't
it?
see that. Oh, there it is.
That's part of it. That's probably AJ's family, probably.
See
Okay.
the resemblance.
AJ's family continues to grow.
Looks
So,
just like me.
yeah.
Good, good. And yes, we know that many people expect or have expectations for the weekend or are always awaiting the weekend. So here to tell you what's happening is Erin.
Thank you, Sarah. This weekend we have the 13th annual Track and Field Games, which is at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center on Friday and Saturday morning, starting at 11 p.m. or a.m. And it's the only indoor high school track meet in Oklahoma, which I'm sure my brother would love. He's huge into high jumping right now, and Minnesota's a little bit chilly right now, so I'm sure he'd love an indoor track meet. So if you're interested in seeing some track and field games, head over to the Chisholm Trail Expo Center and watch some of those. And if not, that's not in your interest, head over to the 580 Coffee House to see the CD release party for Chloe Beth Campbell on Friday night. It'll be from 6 to 8 p.m. She's a local Enid artist, and she's releasing her first album this year. So that's pretty great for a local Enid artist. I think she's pretty young, like 18 or 19 years old, so that's really impressive that she's going out and chasing her dreams. And then also we have this weekend is the Enid Symphony Orchestra is presenting Mingwan Yu, and she is playing Butterfly Lovers Concerto and Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet. So it's a great thing right before Valentine's Day. Bring someone you love to go hear these wonderful pieces of music. And if you want to see that, head over to the Enid Symphony Center at 10 on Saturday and Sunday. And that's what's happening.
Very good. Thank you, Aaron. It's 7:38, and again, just reminding you so you can prepare for the day, especially as you get the kids out to the school bus or to school. Even though it's a cold 23 degrees right now, and the winds are out of the southwest around 7, there is that wind chill factor. However, it's going to get up to around 59, 60 degrees today, so later on this afternoon, it will feel a lot nicer. Well, Aaron was talking about track and field event here in Oklahoma, or excuse me, in Enid, which is very unique for the state of Oklahoma. Our topic of conversation here in a few minutes will be all about fitness, and our special guest will be with us right after this. And special thanks to our Enid Television Network team of AJ, Penn, and Dane for putting together the Ducks and Geese. I was thinking the other day, wouldn't it be great to have just a little video of course, it was 4 degrees or something, and the geese were just, waddling around like it was summertime. Well, speaking of summertime, people probably think of fitness, but we're thinking of fitness due to the first of the year. And our special guest today from Anytime Fitness is Grant Diel. Grant, good morning. Thanks
Yes,
for being
Steve.
with us.
Definitely, it's good to be here.
Good to see you again. And so Grant is with Anytime Fitness. And so we're going to do a little tag team. Sarah's first, but we're just going to kind of grill you on what this fitness is all about.
Yeah.
Good morning, Grant. Really nice to have you here this morning. To start off, we are, we're just kind of wondering, I'm sure everybody out there this morning, tell us a little bit about your interest towards fitness and health.
Yeah. So my interest in fitness really started, 3 to 4 years ago. I've worked with family pharmacy for, 5 to 7 years now. And this opportunity came up to purchase the local Anytime Fitness, and that's kind of where my passion for fitness and everything started. And I just love doing it, love helping people, love, Anytime Fitness's tagline is get to a healthier place. So anything we can do, in the pharmacy world and the fitness world to help people get to a healthier place, that's kind of our role in the community.
Grant, here we are at the first of the year or the second month of the year, and people are still considering, I need to start exercising more, I need to do this more. They're setting goals and things of this nature. What words of wisdom can you share with our audience this morning in regard to motivation to say, okay, get off the couch, it's first of the year, let's get going with exercise. So what words of encouragement can you give them to help people reach their fitness goals?
Yeah, definitely, Steve. It's one thing, it's never too late to start working out, start getting in shape, lose a couple of pounds. It's never too late. There's never a time that you have to commit to it. First of the year is always great with New Year's resolutions, but it's never too late. Something that I recommend to people that may have been a little less active in the last couple of years, we've all been there. Not to get overboard right off the bat. Work your way back into a healthier lifestyle. Start with a couple of days. 20 to 30 minutes a day. You don't need to go in there and kill yourself and burn yourself out. Initially.
Very good.
Very good. I know recently I also started working out, and one of the biggest tips that they gave me, and it's really helped me,
Was to put the pizza down while you're on the treadmill?
not the pizza, the donuts too.
The donuts and treadmill. I got it. Okay.
But it was actually to not quit. Like every time that you fail to, do what you're supposed to do, whether it's eat the right food or actually go to the gym and work out the right amount of time, not to quit, as in start all over the next day. Every time you mess up, just start all over, and you'll actually get to where you want to get. So I quit last week, so I'm going to start again this week. So I am it's working out for me.
Sarah, this is not a therapy session. There's questions to ask Grant, so let's we'll deal with the issues you have after the show.
But like I was saying, I do like the idea of losing weight. I'm always after that. So are there any exercises that you recommend or any tips to get to that goal sooner?
Depending on how hard you're willing to push yourself. Like I said, you don't want to burn yourself out initially if you haven't been active for a couple of years. But even just walking, one tip I give some people is if you're used to walking and you're walking on a treadmill, turn the incline up a little bit. That helps burn some of those additional calories without having to exert a whole bunch of more effort. You'll feel it in your legs a little bit more, but increase that incline on the treadmill. That should help burn some additional calories. But one point you did say was not to give up and don't get discouraged. A good quote I had heard was, don't give up before good things happen. You don't want to give up on working out or trying to get back in shape right before you're about to see the results. So stay committed, like you were saying, and strive for those goals.
Very good. Good morning, Enid. It's 7:44. Our special guest this morning on the show from Anytime Fitness is Grant Diel. Grant, we had the opportunity to go to your gym and get some footage, and we can probably show that to you now. Along the lines of, here's my next question. Yes, you have individual equipment. There's treadmills and things of this nature, as you'll see here on the screen. But tell us about some of the group classes that you offer.
Yeah, Steve. So we're offering right now 3 or 4 different kind of group classes. We have a HIIT cardio, which is high intensity training. It's made to get your heart rate up and keep you moving. We have a step class. It's kind of a boot camp. It gets you moving. And then we also have a spin class in the evenings. These are all free classes that you can try out with our gym. It comes with your membership, so it's an easy way to get involved with the group and meet some new friends and really enjoy what you're doing.
And I appreciate you saying that about meeting other individuals, because sometimes it helps in the motivation. You may work in different areas of the city, but you know, I'll meet you at the gym, and that's your accountability partner, whatever. So these group classes help out. So.
Yeah, find yourself a gym partner. That's and also to eliminate some of those roadblocks. If you got somebody that goes to the gym consistently with you, that'll help you stay engaged and stay in that routine of getting to the gym and working out.
Real quick, Grant, before Sarah lines up another tough question for you. As people are seeing this, can you kind of explain what individuals will find at Anytime Fitness as they see the equipment and stuff?
Yeah, if you've ever been at Anytime Fitness before, we're a little bit larger than the average gym, but as Jenna, my manager, was showing you, that's some of the weightlifting equipment. They showed our cardio room in there. It's a large cardio room. Spin bikes, the typical stuff, treadmills, ellipticals, recumbent bikes. We have a studio that has virtual classes that if there's not somebody there teaching a class, you can go in there and take a virtual class. I take 1 or 2 of those a week, so technology's come a long ways that we can offer a variety of different classes without actually having trainers on site.
Very good. I know you guys were talking about the benefit of partnering with a friend and getting to the gym and working out together. Can you tell us a little bit about the benefits of attending a class and being surrounded by a group rather than working out on your own?
Yeah, you know, anytime the competitive nature, you know, will take a hold of you. When you're working out in a class or taking a class, it's natural for you to see other people, you know, struggling with the same exercises, same routines that you're struggling with, but they're pushing through it. So it kind of gives you that drive to push through any pains or push through any issues you're having and push to achieve those goals that you've set for yourself.
Grant, many individuals, I know for the longest time my wife would go to the gym, but I would just go for a run. I was not the gym person. And of course that's kind of, you know, transforming through the years where I do more of the gym now. But sometimes there's this little intimidation factor. Said, oh man, I don't look as lean and mean as I used to, or you see these people on TV exercising, their body does not match my body. And there's a little bit of this gym intimidation, like, I don't think I can go to the gym with how I look next to a 105-pound real fit person. So what do you recommend to individuals to really overcome this gym intimidation? I'll just call it intimidation.
Yeah, which it's definitely out there. Everybody's felt it. It's not just you. It's not, you know, everybody's always looking to better themselves. So what I explain to people is if you're in the gym and you feel like somebody's looking at you, chances are they're not. They're more worried about themselves and what they're working on to improve. It's easy to say, don't be intimidated, don't do this. But, you know, focus on yourself. Most of the time, they're not looking at you, they're looking at the TV behind you. So you shouldn't be intimidated, but I know we've all felt that intimidation on, I'm not strong enough to do that, I'm not good enough to do that, but you got to kick that guy off your shoulder that's telling you can't do it and get in there and just get your work done. You know, it's there and it's real, but you got to try to block out those noises that say you can't do something.
Well, Grant, my solution to this is that the physiques are from A to Z, you know, and you just kind of find the people that is real close to your physique and hang around those individuals.
Make friends.
yeah, make friends. You go, they look as big as I do, so I'll go talk to them.
Exactly.
So we did cover the topic of pizza and donuts, and we know what not to eat, obviously. We want to lose weight.
We need to talk about waffles.
Oh,
but go ahead.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
You're right. So we've talked about a lot of food that we should not be having, obviously, if our goal is to lose weight. And I think most people know that. But something that I don't think everybody knows is what foods to take before going to the gym to make sure you get the most out of your workout.
So a good food, you know, a lot of diets say you really need to stay away from your carbohydrates, but a good food to eat before a workout would be some sort of clean, healthy carb, like some almonds, some rice, or something that's not real heavy. Obviously not pizza or waffles right before you go to work out, but some type
when
of.
would be a good time for the waffles?
First thing in the morning. If you're gonna have waffles.
To me, it's
first thing in
after the
morning.
workout because I need that motivation. If I'm going to do this extra piece of equipment, I'm thinking
What's the
pancakes
reward?
later. Yeah.
No, yeah, but definitely you can treat yourself. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself. It's not so much a cheat day. Let's stick with cheat meals. Pick one meal out of the day on your cheat day-ish to have just one bad meal. Try to limit those unhealthy snacks and stuff like that. But any healthy snack right before a workout will help increase your energy, your glucose levels, and it'll give you a little bit of a better workout if you got some carbs in your system.
Okay. And any tips for after your workout?
After your workout, even if you're doing just running, that's building muscle in your legs. If you're running, walking on an incline, weightlifters, the general rule of thumb is to take protein, get protein in your body, whether that be a protein shake or just going home and eating your supper that has high protein, lots of vegetables, lots of fresh fruit, stuff like that. Right after your workout, that's when you want to get a good meal to help your body recover from whichever exercise that you did participate in.
Thank you, Grant. Grant Diel is our special guest this morning here at 7:51. Good morning, Enid. Holding steady around 24 degrees, working our way up to 59. We'll have more with Grant in just a few moments and cover a few more fitness topics, but we will continue to move on this morning.
That's right, yes. We are definitely ready for the Oklahoma Minute with Derek Silas.
Thank you. Governor Mary Fallin gave the final State of the State address Monday, and she challenged the legislature to fix the state budget. And Oklahoma is number 9 on the worst states to grow old in list, with number 1 being Mississippi. Tonight, the Thunder will go up against the Lakers at 9:30 p.m., and Saturday, Enid High School will go up against Bishop McGuinness at 5 and 6:30 p.m. Here's an Oklahoma fun fact. Wiley Post, in 1934, with technical assistance from B.F. Goodrich, invented the pressurized suit that would make high-altitude flights possible. And on this day in history in 1910, the Boy Scouts of America was incorporated. Therefore, today is National Boy Scouts Day. And in 1915, a landmark film entitled Birth of a Nature premieres in Los Angeles. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Now, for more information of upcoming events at the Central National Bank Center, here's Brooke.
Good morning, Enid. We have so many events going on this year. Great start to 2018. We have the basketball court down. We have so many Enid High basketball games. We just finished up with the Downtown Basketball Festival. And switching gears a little bit, our next event is Doc and Kyle Together Again. And that's in the Convention Center at the C&B Center just next door. Tickets for that start at just $12 for veterans and senior citizens. We also have a $15 ticket for the concert only, but we will have a dinner as well. So you can buy a ticket for the dinner and the concert, and that could be a little belated Valentine's gift for your significant other if you would like. It's Doc and Kyle Together Again, and that's on Saturday, February 17th at 6:30 p.m. Tickets and more information can be found on our website. Then back to OSSAA tournament. Basketball again. That will be the OSSAA tournament on February 22nd through 24th, and again March 1st through 3rd. We will have the Spectacular Circus on March 7th. We'll have the Roller Girls on March 10th, and Casting Crowns will be returning here on March 22nd. With our most recent announcement, we have Comic-Con coming here on August 4th and 5th, and tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. For a full list of all of our upcoming events, go to our website at cmbcenter.com. Thanks, and back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Brooke. It's 7:54. Again, good morning, Enid. Thank you for joining us here on this Thursday, February 8th. And as a reminder, Valentine's Day is coming up next Wednesday. So hint, hint, if you need that little reminder. High today is going to be around 59, 60 degrees, so it'll finally warm up. We have a couple more questions for our special guest, Grant Diel. Sarah?
Yes, Grant, is there a Medicare supplement for your membership?
Yes, there is. Actually, Medicare offers some different supplements. The popular one is Silver Sneakers. So if you are of Medicare age, you can call your insurance company on the back of your supplement card, not your red, white, and blue card, but whatever your supplement is, and they should be able to help you get enrolled in that. Most of the time, it's free of charge to the card holder. So if you have a supplement Medicare insurance, then definitely call the back of that card and get yourself a free membership. They can go multiple places in Enid, not just Anytime Fitness. So that's something they should definitely check out.
Very good. I have one more question for Grant, but we want to make sure that we get this segment in this morning. It's in regard to Charlotte Ringwald and animal control, because we always want to find home, and you guys do a great job. Our viewers do a great job helping us out finding homes for dogs and cats. So let's look at this segment with Charlotte right now.
Good morning. Today we have Minnie. Minnie is in pen 26. She's a 12-week-old female, and she's a lab pit mix. She's looking for a new home. She also has a sister in her pen with her, so come by the shelter and visit them today.
Okay, we have just a few minutes remaining on our show this morning, and we certainly appreciate everyone joining us. Grant, thank you for sharing all your expertise on exercise and fitness and motivation, things of this nature. A lot of us know the Oklahoma City Marathon's coming up in April, and you were sharing with me the other day, you have a plan, if you will, to help people prepare for that 26.2 mile run.
Yeah, so if you're interested in doing the Oklahoma City Marathon or the half marathon or the 5K, right now we're kind of running a little special since that's such a great cause and it's going to the memorial of all of those people, unfortunately, that passed away. Anybody that is a member of Anytime Fitness and signs up for any of those runs, their membership, they will not be charged for their membership that month. So that money they can take towards training and participating in those fun runs and marathons and stuff. And then the memorial also benefit from that. We want to get as many people as possible out there to support this event. It's a great event. It's been going on for years, and they could really use our support.
Well, my wife and I have been involved in that for just a few years, and you're right, Grant, when you run the race and you see the name of the individual that lost their life in the Murrah building bombing and stuff, it's very encouraging and motivational. So we appreciate what you're doing to help support that. Very nice. Well, we have less than a minute to go. I'd like to remind you, if you can hang around a few more minutes, at 8 o'clock this morning, we have an interview that I had the privilege of doing with Harold Holden, H. Holden. He's just soft-spoken, and it was just a real treat for me to visit with Harold about some of the sculpture work that he's done. He's done amazing pieces all across the state, so that's coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. Well, 20 seconds to go before we say goodbye. So you're motivated to keep going to the gym, and
I am. I'm motivated to get back today.
Get back today. All right. Well, we're motivated to say thank you for joining us here on Good Morning Enid. Grant, thank you again.
Yep, thanks for being
Good seeing you, and hopefully you're welcome to come back and we'll talk more fitness.
All right, sounds good.
Good morning, Enid. Thanks for joining us. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you.